flat on our back, always a bad idea, right? So we've got to create our angle, back foot bridging, this arm pushing the face, but I'm also turning my hand to engage my shoulder into it, gives me a little more strength. So I bridge, move Gilbert's face. Here, while my hip's still in the air, I don't want to return back to square one. So while I'm still in the air, that's where my hip escape comes. Bottom or top knee stabs in, we don't need to get all the way across. As long as we can just get like the little tip in, we're good. From here, even if Gilbert's still holding my head and trying to stay tight, I can usually create some space. But Gilbert's doing a smart thing, he doesn't want to give up that move. So here, I'm gonna trap the arm. You can stay on the head if you like. I don't like to do like a big wrap of the arm. I just like to like kind of pinch my elbow down and keep it. Here, I like to try to block this bicep if I can. I'm gonna start, if I can, I'm gonna try to push away and see if I can get my foot to the hip. We're not always gonna be able to do it, but it's nice if we can. But as I'm coming away, Gilbert's trying to follow me, wants to keep his underhook. I'm gonna throw my left leg high. I lead with my knee, not my foot, right? The foot, see how like my back flattens? People try to do the foot here, and they want to be like rubber guard style, but it naturally flattens my back. So I have to think about when I'm here, leading with my knee and my chest moving away all the time. Once I get here, I start bringing my foot on the far shoulder. Here I feel gives me a strong control. They're gonna wanna get their posture back. So here, I'm always pinching my knee this way, right? The stomp down, not so much. Knee, feel how that moves you more? I'm moving my chest away and up onto my elbow. I find this is a strong control. I can start to grab the belt here. My bottom leg, and it takes a minute, right? I'm gonna be scooting my knee out. The closer my chest is, the harder it is to get my knee out. The more I move my chest, the easier it tends to be. This foot, I like keeping over their head until I'm like totally clear here. Now I'm gonna come off to the side. Once I'm here, I don't wanna square up yet. I wanna stay at this angle. It pulls Gilbert toward me. As soon as I come here, do you feel, Gilbert, less pressure on you? Yeah. So I like to stay at this angle. Now I try to connect his hip to my hip as much as I can. So I'm pulling him in. I'll use my hand and my hips now to start scooting away. The more I collapse his hip, the stronger my position. I can reach more now. Straighten my legs. If I can get this under grip, I like that a lot. Armpits fine, whatever I can get. Here now, I'm just turning my feet out. Back leg is what provides the lift, right? So it's not just leaning forward, it's getting my butt up for my submission and going towards his ear. If for whatever reason the arm starts coming out, I'm cool with that. We're still ready to attack. This arm's actually in some danger. If Gilbert rolls and I leave my arm in between his legs and he grabs my hand, he can now Omoplata me. If you do that counter, it's the coolest counter in the world. As guys start to roll, what I usually like to do is I start bringing my arm in. Go ahead and roll. Here I like to just catch, put my elbow outside the line. Now I switch. Oh. Now I'm up. I like that little, it just slows down the velocity of their roll, gives you more control. Trapped. Ready to go. Starts this, right. They're controlling me. I bridge, find my knee in, bringing my chest away. Here, I get to my position, and as I said, it kind of depends on how they react, right? If Nathaniel's pressuring me a lot here, right? Sometimes that makes it easier actually to get your foot there. If they sit their weight back, the foot's a little bit stuck. And that's something I always think about is they can either trap my bottom leg by bringing their weight back, but now it's hard to pass. Every time they put their weight forward, there's more passing pressure, but it also frees this leg, right? So sometimes we think here and we're just holding. So now I'm gonna grip this wrist, or I'm gonna throw here, just like the last one. But now Nathaniel's gonna start trying to push up. Yeah. So now I'm gonna look to control the wrist. I like going this way, palm up, reason being. When I'm here, it's the open space to my hand is this way, so it's easier for them to bring their hand in and defend. When I'm here, the open space is up, so that's where they're gonna tend to move their hand, which gives me that freedom to get this leg. So now I trap. From here, there's a bunch of different ways we can bridge to move the arm. Sometimes a good one is bridge. I'm gonna shoot my hand inside and try to attack this little straight arm lock, which they bend their arm. Now, to my triangle. Ready to finish. Sometimes, if you get good at cutting the angle, I'll be honest, sometimes I don't even change the arm. I'm just coming here, right to the triangle. If you feel like you can't cut this angle a lot, then moving the arm is more important. But notice there's no space here. I see people try to lock the triangle and there's like space between the neck and my knee. It's never gonna finish, so I have to take that space away with my angle. Now, I can get my finish. We're gonna have different angles, right, depending on the people we fight, and there's slightly different squeezes. So say I get here, there's still some shoulder in there, but I'm real straight on, I'm just not able to cut an angle. So here what I can go is like pinching my knees together. You can even hug around the outside. And if I pinch my knees together, it gets the choke. Here's the problem. It works, but it takes a lot of strength. Like that's like a hard squeezing group. So it's hard to maintain that. Sometimes you get guys who are very experienced, and even though you're cutting off blood in their brain, they're gonna be like, well, if I wait a second, his leg will get tired, and then they survive. So that's why I prefer this nice angle. Here now, I'm pushing away and stomping down. That's like a stronger muscle group, so it takes less effort, and I can maintain that squeeze for a long time. Sometimes on big guys, I have this thing that's like just more painful than a natural choke, where I like push in and then stomp down, which just kind of hurts, right? Stomping the shoulder and then pushing down with my calf. Like when I'm with real big guys, they won't let me cut an angle. I can only walk like here. I can sometimes tap them out. Sometimes they'll change the angle for me because it just hurts a lot. It's like a weird pinch right here, right? But generally, this is always gonna be my strongest finishing position. If you can see, I'm always looking at like this shoulder. If I'm here and I see a bunch of shoulder, I usually don't even worry about squeezing. Okay. All right, now there's no shoulder there. I want it here as much as not just neck. Yeah. Tends to be stronger.